He claimed that Alexander the Great was a Muslim sent by Allah to explore the sunrise and sunset.
Quran 18, verse 83. They ask you about Dhul Qarnayn,
who Muslim scholars claim is Alexander the Great.
Say, I will cite something of his story. We will give him authority in the land and means of accomplishing his goals. So he followed a path until he reached the setting place of the sun. He saw that it set in black, muddy, hot water. Near it he found people.
The Quran goes on to speak of punishing extraterrestrials and of the unprotected souls in the realm of the sunrise. Since Muhammad was willing to spew this rubbish with reckless abandon, and since Allah was willing to corroborate it in the Quran, why does anyone believe them? Why kill for them? Why die for them?
Tabari. Allah's apostle continued, Allah created an ocean 3 farkas, that's 918 kilometers, removed from heaven. Waves contained, it stands in the air by the command of Allah. No drop of it is spilled. All the oceans are motionless, but that ocean flows at the speed of an arrow. The sun, moon, and retrograde stars,
actually planets,
by which Allah swears in the Quran,
81:15,
run like the sun and moon race. All of the other stars are suspended from heaven as lamps are from mosques, and circulate together, praising Allah. The Prophet said, if you wish to have this made clear, look to the circulation of the sphere, alternately, here and there.
Imagine teaching this Quranic lesson in science class. For your edification, Quran 81 says,
I swear by the stars that run their course and hide themselves. They are my witnesses. And I swear by the night when it departs. Most surely this Quran is the word of an honored messenger, a mighty, powerful person of great rank and authority, one to be obeyed. My people, your companion, Muhammad, is not a demon-possessed madman. Surely he has seen him.
Allah, Satan, Lucifer, Gabriel, which one?
This is not the utterance of an accursed devil. These are not the words of Satan.
This passage is fraught with more portent than I care to cover at this time. However, I would like to plant some seeds. Only Lucifer would swear by the stars and by night, for he was the morning star, and became the prince of darkness. The angels who followed him became demons. They live to deceive men and are capable of possessing them, driving them mad. Yet more typically they lure men astray by seducing them with delusions of grandeur and promising them power, as this verse confirms. According to the Bible, angels are God's implements. They're just messengers. They have no free will. They must submit and obey. It should be no surprise, then, considering Halal bin Shakar, Lucifer's, influence, that man's relationship to Allah in Islam is predicated upon the only type of relationship Satan ever knew. The angelic realm is like the military. A mutineer can choose to follow a pirate, but that act immediately severs their relationship with and involvement in the Navy. If the consequence of a single act of disobedience is immediate disassociation, imprisonment, or death, it's not a choice, it's rebellion. Let's see how Professor Muhammad embarrasses himself next.
Tabari. When the sun rises upon its chariot from one of those springs, it is accompanied by 360 angels with outspread wings. When Allah wishes to test the sun and the moon, showing his servants a sign and thereby getting them to obey, the sun tumbles from the chariot and falls into the deep end of the ocean. When Allah wants to increase the significance of the sign and frighten his servants severely, all of the sun falls and none of it remains in the chariot. That is a total eclipse of the sun. It is a misfortune for the sun.
No, it's a misfortune for Muhammad, Allah, Islam, and Muslims. The Prophet ended this lunacy by claiming he preached to extraterrestrials.
Allah created 2 cities out in space, each with 10,000 gates, each 6 kilometers distant from each other.
That makes the extraterrestrial cities bigger than the Earth itself.
By Allah, were those people not so many and so noisy, all the inhabitants of this world would hear the loud crash made by the sun falling when it rises and when it sets. Gabriel took me to them during my night journey from the sacred mosque,
That would be the Kaaba.
to the farthest mosque.
That would be the Jewish temple on Mount Moriah in Jerusalem.
I told the people of these cities to worship Allah, but they refused to listen to me.
As should we on planet Earth. Islam's delusional creation account goes on and on. The sun is brought to heaven, it is terrorized, it cries, it falls down, it prays, it's veiled, and it acts like a camel and races the moon. It even fears death. Tabari explains that the
Proof of the soundness of these statements comes directly from the messenger of Allah.